should be recording. So this is sample problem 3F. It's a relative velocity problem. One of the 3F book problems, 1, 2, 3, or 4 from page 109 will be on the test as a small points bonus. And you're welcome to work those all out in advance and check the answers. Like I said, it's going to be small points, but here the velocity of the boat with regard to Earth is going to equal the algebraic resultant of the velocity of the boat with regards to water plus the velocity of the water with regards to Earth. Though you're not just adding them, of course, because they're not on the same axis. So we know here that VB on E squared, it's Pythagoras, equals VBW squared plus VWE squared. Okay, it's worked out in the book. What we end up with when we plug it all in, velocity of the boat with regard to Earth equals 11.18 kilometers per hour. We very often have things like number 4 where there's a pet store truck is driving at a given velocity. Inside there's a dog moving at such and such an angle. What's the velocity of the dog relative to the road? And it's just sort of a sum problem. With these, just like we did with headings and vectors, you have to have a heading. So you would have to use tangent to find the angle. And here, because we're told that this is east and this is north, that's going to be east of north. And the angle they find in the book is 26.6 degrees. We'll do number 1 together. So this is number 1 on page 109. We have a train and we have a person. Passenger at the rear of a train, which is traveling at 15 meters per second relative to the Earth, throws a baseball. So the train, velocity of the train with regards to Earth is 15 meters per second that way. They throw the ball at 15 meters per second that way. Velocity of ball with regards to train. What is the velocity of the baseball relative to the Earth as it leaves the thrower's hand? Well, the fact that these are in the opposite directions, this is where we would use sign as a proxy for direction. So we would make one positive, one negative. Velocity of ball as regards Earth equals velocity of ball, train to Earth plus velocity of ball to train. That's going to be positive 15 meters per second and negative 15 meters per second. That's a 0. So you probably knew that. These straight line ones are easy. I like straight line ones. The ones, other than, like, this one's relatively straightforward because it's just Pythagoras. The ones that get a little bit more complicated are when we have, a velocity this way and then within that an object moving this way. And we do these the same way that we would do a net displacement. The critical piece is to remember that you can move vectors parallel to themselves. All right, so the, not 4F, 3F, 1 through 4 are all 1 point each bonus. If you're needing the points, there they are. And something just like one of them is going to show up as a small points bonus on the test. So that's it.